Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Apex Chess Academy. I am FIDE instructor Hemal Thanki. We have seen part 1 of crushing the king on short side. Now today I am covering the part 2 of crushing the king. This game was played in 2003 between two English players. Right now both players are grandmasters. So let's check this game. E4, C5, knight F3, D6, D4, CD4, knight D4, knight F6, knight C3, A6, bishop E3. This opening is known as English attack. After E3, E6, F3, knight C6, queen D2, bishop E7 and long castle. So here the normal idea from both sides are to attack on king, directly attack on king. So normally this opening is based on pawn straw that we are going to cover in our future videos, future themes. So here after long castle, black also react the short castle. And now G4. So white immediately starts his pawn storm on king side. Black took on D4, bishop to D4, and now B5. Because without knight C6, black cannot play B5. C6 knight was hanging, so black took on D4 and played B5. So now G5, knight to D7, and H4. So white is very quick on king side. Bishop B7, king B1. So it's just a prophylactic move. So in future there is no trouble on either on A2 pawn or on C1 H6 diagonal or maybe on C5. So white is just side stepping to avoid any kind of trick. Now rook C8 and bishop H3. Bishop H3 is a very strong move. Basically, here it's difficult to launch an attack with H5 and G6 because G5 pawn is weak. So bishop H3 is actually putting pressure on E6 pawn so that white can even think about G6 directly, so that black cannot take it back with F pawn, and after H6 we have H5 in future. Again, this is what our future theme is. When to play the direct G6 without H5 to quickly open the files on the king side. Okay, so now knight to E5 was played. So now the F3 pawn is hanging, so white is defending the F3 pawn for a temporary. And now here queen C7 should have been tried because it's necessary to defend along with 7th rank. But here black chooses queen to A5, which looks very natural actually, because it's ideal to put the queen on A5 in this kind of position to further put pressure on A2, just keeping the C3 knight with B4, which looks very natural. But here it is a mistake, and white has played bishop F3 before few moves in order to achieve quick G6. So here, see, white's main intention was G6 here. So here, still H5 is possible, but here after B4, knight E2 and rooks to C2, which may create some counterplay, although with a precise play white may defend, but it is of course not at all not a required to do this. Okay, so of course as white, instead of 17th H5, it is better to play quick G6, which immediately explore the king side. So after G6, H6, again knight into G6 is strongly made by H5 because there is a mate on G7, so black cannot move his knight. So simply wins a piece. So H6 is forced on move number 17th, and then H5. So white is now ready to open the H file after H6, and if black plays G5 here, then H6. Still, white's main intention is to open the king side as early as possible. And of course, Gh6 is bad because of bishop into e6. Yes, so Gh6 is not at all possible because of bishop into e6, and after f into e6, rook into e6, followed by queen to h3 and queen into e6, or maybe sometimes rook h8, which is just a crushing position. So Gh6 is not possible on move number 19th. So G6 is forced. And now pause the video and try to find out the best move as white. Okay, so here after G6, the dark squares around the king are very weak. So it is necessary to exploit the fact that these dark squares are covered by this dark square bishop. So our main intention is to target the G7 square. So here we are first start with bishop into e5, so that we can penetrate with the rook to d7, d takes e5, and rook to d7. So the bishop on e7 is now on pre, and if rook to c7, then we can play rook into e7. This is what the point is. This is how we can exploit the dark squares around the king. So now rook takes e7 is forced, and queen takes g5 with the threat of queen f6 and queen g7. So black is forced to play f6. Now queen into g6 check. Again king h8 is forced, and now bishop into e6. Now you can clearly see the drawback of queen a5 instead of queen to c7, because if the queen is on c7, then it may cover the whole 7th rank, while queen is on a5, so that white can launch a crushing attack like this. Now black has realized this threat and put the queen back to c7, but now it's too late. So now white goes for knight d5, bishop into d5, and he takes d5, creating one pass pawn which deflects the queen in future with d6. Now rook h7 was played, and now white brings one more piece into the attack, and now queen g8 mate is the threat. So again black has to move his rook from h8 to defend queen g8 mate. So now rook e7, and now white played a cool a3, just defending against back rank in future, because white is not at all in hurry. Now any move like queen to a7, because black has to wait, and now white can play rook to g4. So now white's threat is to play queen to f5. Rook on f8 is tied up. So now let's see, after queen to c7, white goes for queen to f5, and once, say, if black plays rook to h7, then queen f6 wins, because rook on f8 is overloaded. Black cannot play rook to d8 because of queen to f6, and if queen to d6 here, then rook to g7. So actually black resigned on move number 28 because of this variation, because after rook to g7, still, so rook g7, h g7 check, king into g7, and the remaining part is easy, just queen g4 check, king h8, and queen to g6, and queen h6 is unavoidable. So Black's resignation was not premature. So Black has already seen that it's already losing, and that's why he resigned. So this was our second part based on crushing the king on the short side. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel for the future videos. Thank you, friends.